They brought up the fact that this was not the first person that you cared about that died at the bottom of a stairway.
Correct.
That this woman had died in Germany in 1985.
Correct.
Elizabeth Ratliff. And she died falling down the stairs.
No, not at all.
How did she die? She was found at the bottom of the...
She was found, when her nanny came in the morning, she was lying sort of at the base of the stairs. First off, she called German police and German medical, and then ran over to our house. We lived about a block and a half away, and woke my wife, who was getting ready to go teach. She was going to drive Liz to school that morning, and then my wife woke me, and we ran over to the house. Mm-hmm. And the German police were there, the German doctor was there. I called the American military authorities because this is a death of an American abroad. And they all investigated this thing there. And the German doctor said she died, had a stroke. He did a spinal tap, mm-hmm. and said that this was caused by a stroke. The German police were there, and they looked and they searched, looking for anything suspicious, no blood, nothing. Then the body was taken to Frankfurt General Med, where they did an autopsy. And the pathologist said she died of a stroke. Half of the brain was sent to Walter Reed in Washington, and Walter Reed concurred. She died of a stroke. So, when David first, my attorney asked me, she said, this is the second woman that fell down the stairs. And I said, David, she didn't fall down the stairs. There was nothing other than she died of a stroke. And that was determined by everybody. No sign of blood, no struggle, nothing. So it was always, she was found dead, but they're at the bottom of the stairs, so therefore it's got to be a serial killing. And it didn't even occur to me at first.
But they did exhume the body.
They did indeed.
And her daughters agreed to have the body exhumed.
Well, it was one of those catch-22 type things. Liz had been almost 18 years in the grave. Nobody wanted to do that except the DA, but it was, if we didn't allow the exhumation, what are you hiding? So, of course, we had to agree.
Well, because you describe this as she just happened to be at the bottom of the staircase, and that's where she fell down when she had the stroke. Not that she fell down the staircase. No. She was at the bottom of the staircase when she had the stroke. Correct. And fell.
That's what everybody believes.
And so you actually adopted her daughters.
I became the guardians, correct.
And did you ever adopt them?
No, and that was because George, their biological father, was an Air Force officer. So they had benefits from George, VA, might take them to college.
But you raised them as their father. To them, you were their father.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, because you're more involved than just some neighbor back in 1985 had a stroke next door. You were involved with these people. You raised the children.
Right.
And they were there when this death happens, and they give permission to exhume their mother. You say they did it so it didn't look like anything was being hidden, so they do a second autopsy, and they don't say it was a stroke.